5 days, that's all the time left for the US and Iran to sign a permanent peace deal. The market just jumped 6 points overnight to 41%, almost $2 million traded today alone. Trump says they are, quote, very close. But here's the thing, Iran hasn't confirmed a single word, he said. These talks have been running for weeks now in Pakistan. The biggest sticking points: Iran's enriched uranium stockpile, war reparations, lifting sanctions, and who controls the Strait of Hormuz. Yesterday, Trump claimed Iran has, quote, agreed to almost everything and may hand over its uranium. He even said he might fly to Pakistan to sign the deal himself. But open any Iranian news outlet, silence. No confirmation from Tehran on any of it. Now look at where the money actually is. 100% of the top holders are on yes. The single biggest wallet has over $330,000 riding on a peace deal happening. 3 wallets over $600K combined, all betting yes. That's not retail hype, that's conviction money. But here's the catch, we don't have win rate data on these wallets. They could be insiders who know something. Or they could be true believers who got in early and are riding the momentum. Here's where it gets interesting. The April 22 market sits at 41%, but the April 30 deadline market, 54%. That 13-point gap tells you everything. Traders think a deal is more likely than not eventually, but they don't believe it happens in 5 days. The extra week adds 13 points of probability. That's the market saying it's close, but not quite there yet. So what actually counts as a deal? The fine print says both countries need to sign a written agreement that includes a permanent ceasefire and a framework that addresses nuclear issues, sanctions, and regional security. Verbal commitments don't count. Progress statements don't count. Both governments need to publicly confirm a definitive agreement has been reached. That bar is high, especially when one side isn't even acknowledging the talks publicly. History says about 2/3 of peace agreements hold once signed. But the hard part is getting to signature day. Between 1950 and 2004, roughly a third of peace agreements were followed by renewed violence, and this situation has been active military conflict, not just political tension. The Straits of Hormuz are still effectively closed. 20% of global oil supply moves through there. A peace deal that reopens Hormuz would be one of the most consequential geopolitical events this decade. So where does our analysis land? The crowd says 41% by April 22. The smart money is all in on yes. Trump is publicly confident, but Iran's silence is deafening. The resolution bar requires a signed written agreement, and even the market's own April 30 deadline only gives this 54%. 5 days is a very tight window for a deal this complex. A read, this is slightly overpriced at 41%. More likely we get a framework announcement that doesn't meet the resolution bar, pushing action to the April 30 market. If you're looking at this market, skip. The April 30 market at 54% offers better value if a deal is genuinely coming. This market resolves in 5 days. When it does, you'll want to see if we were right. Follow OddsLab for the resolution and more prediction market analysis. Trade at your own risk. This is not financial advice.